Elijah and I met in high school. I knew of him, but he did not know me. It wasn't until we got out of high school at a friend's graduation party that we reconnected again, and then shortly later we started dating.
Well, the first time I met her, I should say, was at a friend's graduation party. She claims we met back in high school. She knew me, I didn't know her. But anyway, yeah, we met at a friend's graduation party. That was the first. We were playing volleyball, I can remember that. That was the first time.
I think I got to know him better than who I thought he was in high school, and I saw how kind and compassionate he was. When we first started dating, he was willing to drive 3.5 hours, 4 hours just to come see me for about a day and a half when I was in lacrosse.
That's a good question. If there's one moment, I guess it was over a period of times, just meeting her, hanging out, stuff like that made us get close.
Before I met Elijah, I was in high school and college, knew nothing about farming or the farm life or anything like that. And then when I started dating him, I was thrown right into it, and I saw how much of a hard worker you have to be to live that lifestyle, and I saw how compassionate he was about farming and how much he loved it.
My life before I met Emily, I was a dairy farmer alone on my own, a lot, just looking for the one.
My life has changed since dating him with the whole farm life because I have to go along with his schedule, and it's not a 9-to-5 job by any means. He works all day and sometimes halfway through the night, so I've become more understanding.
Just having someone to be there with you. She's been there for me for some pretty rough times and has always been at my side and with a loving hand.
As of now, we are going to stay in the area, hopefully building a new house, possibly keeping some of the land that we have.
Place I'd like to go back to vacation to would be Alaska. It's nice country.
Why Alaska?
I've been there twice. It's beautiful country. I just like it there. A lot of freedom there, I guess, is the way I see it.
I would say our ideal location to live, if we could, would be Alaska. With how much I love the snow, and he has traveled up there multiple times. His sister used to live up there, and he just loved it. If we could go there, we would. And if we were going on a honeymoon, that's probably where we would go.
Antigo, Wisconsin is the place I will live the rest of my life. Antigo, Wisconsin, that is where I will live.
Our main thing that we have in common is that we both love volleyball. We play summer volleyball, we play winter volleyball, so we basically play volleyball all year round. And when we're not doing that, we like to take downtime and just spend time with our animals and just watch TV and catch up on the day, go for a walk, just have a nice relaxing evening because we both need it.
Sporting events that we both enjoy, we love volleyball. We play in a winter and summer league, both of us. We do play some games at home with friends. We play card games, some board games. But volleyball would be the #1 thing that we like to do.
Our favorite shows that we have together would be anything from The Walking Dead to How to Get Away with Murder, Blood and Oil, Gotham, and then he has shows that I don't particularly care watching, like Gold Rush, I think it's called, but I'll sit and watch it, and then he's good to me, and then he'll watch like Chrisley Knows Best and shows like that for me. So.
Well, we have lots of shows that we watch together as far as both of us loving them so much. She got me hooked on to Chrisley Knows Best. I have no idea why I like it so much, but I do. That and Big Brother. I never watched it before. She came along, well now she's got me watching that every year, so I suppose.
As for things that we do separately as in activities, he is a volunteer firefighter. And that's not something I'm interested in, but I am all for supporting him in that because he's helping others, and that's just an amazing quality.
We both want family, we both want kids. Move on, yeah. I say 5 or 6. She first said 3, I think was her magic number, but we settled on 4. So we'll see what happens.
After the wedding, we do plan on trying to start and have a family, hopefully 4 kids, we'll see. We both want a big family, so we want to get started.
So you both want a big family?
We do, yeah. I came from 3 kids, he came from 5 kids, so 4 is a good middle number for us.
Meeting Emily's family for the first time, I've met her dad prior. He used to own a store. I've been there a few times with him. Meeting him the first time, I guess the rest of them wasn't any different than meeting someone else. Very openly, friendly.
The first time I met his family, both sides, his mom and his dad's, was about 3 months into us dating. We went up to International Falls, Minnesota for his sister's wedding. And they were all very sweet, very kind to me, very warm, just bringing me into the family, even though we hadn't been dating very long. I don't know if I would call it embarrassing, but it happens quite a lot when like my family comes over, his cows get out, and then all of my family is at the windows watching these cows run around my yard and down the road. I was bringing my grandma over to my house one night and it was dark and we were driving up our road. And all of a sudden she's like, "What are all those eyeballs that are looking at me?" And it was a whole herd of our cows coming down the road that I had to slowly try and get them back to the barn.
Just thank you for being here on my special day, being a part of my family.
Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. I know it's in the middle of winter and a lot of you have driven a long ways to come here, but we really appreciate it. It's taken a long time to get to this point, but we're finally here. So thank you for welcoming me into your family, and thank you for being my family and welcoming Elijah into the family.